Things are finally starting to cook up again back with the Four Knights of the Apocalypse. When last we saw our heroes, Myrtle was confronted by Camelot by the mage Kilbaggin and turned to the dark side in order to serve Camelot in hopes of getting the legendary drug of yore for whatever reason the king has in mind. Saddened, King goes to his beloved giant queen in order to tell him that Nasian's rejected the drug of yore. King had the best intentions, but not the best execution. Sorry, buddy. And it was then that their kids ganged up on the parents to ask why. Why would King not give the drug of yore to Myrtle, who they now know is human because they overheard everything? Meanwhile, Nasiens was working on a drug when he saw Myrtle, now corrupted by chaos, strangling his beloved sister Tioreh in hopes that he could stop Nasiens and get revenge on all who loved him. We start off with chapter 144 titled Cracks, with the hulkingly berserk Myrtle looking for blood. Myrtle is still strangling Tioreh, with her asking why he is doing this. What has he to gain? Myrtle says that he hates berries, he hates giants, and he was neither of them at all. Yeah, sorry, bud. And they knew all along. They knew the truth and they were tricking him the whole time. Tioreh cries out with tears flowing from her eyes. But before anything else can be done, a pack of mushrooms explodes on Myrtle, causing him to throw Tioreh. They were dust rooms, thrown as a smoke screen by Nasiens, who is there to protect Tioreh, asking why Myrtle is doing such a thing. Tioreh warns him that he is not acting normal. Something is wrong. And before Nasiens can act, Myrtle punches him in the face. He is hulkingly angry at Myrtle. Everything he's done for the past 18 years was easily taken away from him, all because of Nasiens. His sole aim in life was to win his parents' love. But they didn't choose him. They chose Nasiens, some random boy out of nowhere. And how is this allowed to be? Before blacking out, Nasiens knows that Tioreh was right. Myrtle was not like this. There was definitely something wrong, and thus he injects Myrtle with a needle, a detoxification needle. Myrtle backs away as the effects of the needle start to take effect. Despite being taken down with a bloody pulp, Nasiens is fine. Why? Because of the grounded Ceranos horn antler that he got years before. It boosts his bodily strength and solidarity, which is how he was able to, not look like he got hit by a train. The needle's detoxification effects begin to show on Myrtle, who is now puking out who who knows what. But it should be wearing out the Mulian pill drugs in his system. It's then that Nasiens thinks that Myrtle is now going to be okay. Hopefully another Mulian pill should quell that. However, Myrtle is not playing nice. He grabs Nasiens and just pulls their arm right behind their back, ready to draw blood. And Tioreh stops him, hoping to do something. But it's kind of too late. Nasiens is down, and Myrtle is out to get his head. But before he could, he is stopped by a giant, muscle-bound, multi-armed bear. It's Chasuble, Guardian form. And holy crap, that bear is huge. Myrtle is stopped upon the arrival of King, who is there to stop them and make sure that everyone is safe. Like a good king and like a good dad. The rest of the family sadly shows up to see what has happened. Myrtle had gone too far. It was not like him, as King says. But Myrtle backs off the bear and loudly proclaims, "What do you mean, not like me? Would you prefer I shut up, stop pandering to mommy and daddy instead? Or keep pretending to be strong in front of all my siblings, Myrtle just breaks down. All of the anxiety, all of the lies that he was told and led to believe were forced upon him to live in fear of being kicked out of the woods for good. Because he wasn't a giant or a fairy, he was all along human, not the true son of King or Diane. It's then here that we see that the lies and all just start piling on King and Diane, realizing that they probably should have been truthful. Maybe, just they could have told him, could have said, Myrtle, we love you, but we know that you're human. We still love you, and we will do anything to protect you as if you were one of our own. You might be human, but you are still part of the family. Words like that. Then again, Diane did come from a very strict giant warrior clan, and King just never grew up with parents, so these two aren't really the best in terms of parenting. King, sadly, in his mind, says that he has no choice. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to see him saddened anymore. But out of nowhere, a dark voice says, "What are you doing? Keep it up." It is then that King grabs Myrtle. Everyone freaks out, thinking that this is not going to end well. And King says, "I'm going to do this." Chastaful bear form decides to charge up the fist for what I can only assume is a Super Saiyan punch. And just as the fists are coming to hit Myrtle, we actually see in the background a black opening. And from it, numerous figures appear and enter the fairy realm. They were the ones controlling Myrtle all along, lurking in his son's shadow in order to intrude upon the realm. Wonder the spirit spear allowed them to get in. And these are the unauthorized enemies who have entered the fairy realm, the ones who have done so much harm to Myrtle, King's precious son. Kilbaggin and the rest of his forces have now entered the realm, and King is not going to forgive them so easily. Nasen recognizes the staff and that they work for Camelot. However, his arm is still completely broken, unable to do anything at the moment. However, just as Nasen saying that they have to save Myrtle, he can't help but not notice that something is forming behind him. Behind Nasen's, tioreh notices a life spirit. A life spirit shaped like Percival. That is right. We finally got something for Percival. All this time, we have seen nothing but his lifeless corpse. But as a life spirit, life spirits were all around, like the Force, like I said in some of my previous videos. But now we finally get to see a life spirit, but not just anyone, one shaped like Percival. This could be an indication that Percival is on his way. Who knows how many chapters further down the line we're gonna have to wait, but this is an indication that he is coming. Finally. I am getting so tired of waiting for the Four Knights to show up. This arc has been okay, but come on, let's get back to the Four Knights. Where's Tristan? Where's Gawain? Where's Lancelot? What has Percival been doing in the spirit world? Come on. Hopefully this is the first sign that everything is about to heat up and we are about to get some great action in the future. I cannot wait for the next chapter. What did you think about this chapter? Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you later, guys.